Okay. Types of Java applications. When it comes to types of Java applications, you can see in the industry, there are variety of applications they will going to develop. Developers, these people will going to develop the n number of variety types. Okay, so in that we have few types here in Java application. When you are using a programming like Java, so what are the application you can able to build? So that is what exactly you need to be aware. Okay, so here there are four types you can able to see. The first one is standalone application. So here standalone application, nothing but every system, please understand this, every system need to be installed that particular software. Okay, every system nothing but hardware, that hardware required that particular application. That is what exactly standalone. For example, you can able to see Microsoft Office or Acrobat Reader, all those things. When you see all those applications, you have to install in your system, then only you can able to get that particular service. Otherwise, no. Getting everyone? Guys, getting right? And just I wanted to know who are all new to this. Okay, who are all new? Please raise your hands. And who are all from outside? I don't know. There are so many people are there from outside. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Understood, everyone? Standalone applications are like example Acrobat Reader, or your maybe in your mobile you can able to install this one. What is that? Media players, or you will going to install something like what is that? Draw Anywhere. Some kind of applications will be there. Again, you will going to install like Zoom. Okay. Separately, you will going to install video player, that is MX player, all those things. These kind of players, we will call this one as a standalone application. Nothing but your hardware should have that application, then only it will going to support, and then only it will going to give you the service of that particular application. So these are the example. Okay, you can able to see standalone applications are known as desktop applications or window based applications. When you click on any particular suppose example you take, I have a Microsoft Office. When you click on that button, immediately you will going to find, you can able to open the Microsoft Office, you can able to open the Microsoft PPT, yes or not, PowerPoint. Again, you can able to open the Excel sheet, okay, OneNote, so many things. These kind of applications, we will call it as desktop applications. Okay, so that is the reason why they have named this one as a standalone application. Understanding everyone? Standalone application. What do you mean by standalone application is nothing but the software must be installed in that particular hardware. Okay, think like that. You have a system. In your system, you have to install that particular software. Then only you can able to take that service. Otherwise, not possible. Okay, it's impossible. So that is exactly they are saying. These are traditional softwares that are need to install on every machine. I told you, right? Okay, examples of few examples they are giving, that is media player, antivirus, okay, AWT, nothing but these are all cloud one. Okay, Swings, AWT, all those things I will tell you later. Swings, nothing but these are all window based applications. You can able to see in Visual Studio. Okay, when you go to the Visual Studio, you will going to find Swing applications. Here also you will going to find. Okay, so maybe when you are when you are pressing the button, or when you are see example, you take it as a login button. Go to the Gmail. You will going to enter your username and password. I will show you just a moment. See, for example, see, I will go with the very detailed one. Don't worry, I will explain in detailed manner. For example, you take this. See, if you go to the Gmail, suppose think like that. This is your Gmail window. So that is what they are called it as window based applications. So this is your Gmail window. Nothing but this is a Gmail page. Okay, that one we will call it as Gmail window. You can able to find here. You will going to find one is username. Okay, user name. Another one you will going to find what is that? Password. Yes or not? Password. Like this. Again, you will going to find something like submit button. Login. You will call this one as a login. Yes or not? Login. So what happens? You will going to enter the username here. Yes or not? You will going to enter the username. Again, you will going to enter the password here. Yes. So these components which are available in this particular window. Okay, these components, what is that? Username as well as password. These components which are available in this particular window, that is the reason why we will call this one as window based applications. Okay, window based application. Okay, so what you will do, you will going to enter the username, again you will going to enter the password, finally you will going to say login. Okay, when you press on this, please understand, when you press on this, immediately what happens, it will redirect you to, okay, redirect you to Gmail account. Okay, yes or not? Gmail account. Again, you will going to find mails, etc., whatever you want it. So as per the Gmail provider, yes or not? As per the Gmail provider, whatever the content is there, so that content you can able to say. Yes or not? So that is what exactly. Suppose, example, for example, think like that. You people are entering the username. Again, you people are entering the wrong password here. Immediately, one small window. Okay, small window will going to be opened here. Okay, like that. On this only. On this particular component only, you will going to get a small window. So what is that window is nothing but warning message. Okay, it will going to say information message. Okay, so your entered password is wrong. Please check your password. Understanding everyone? Your entered password is wrong. Please check your password. Like that you will going to get. So these kind of things will be designed using swings. Okay. Understanding everyone? Swings and applets. Clear? Everybody clear? Immediately we will going to get the message. Yes or not? Some kind of window will come. Again, it will going to say, please enter the correct password or please enter the correct username. Okay, your credentials are not correct. Like that, it will going to show you. So then you're going to get some kind of pop-up message with the small window. So these kind of things we will call it as swings. Clear, everyone? Guys, everyone clear? Clear? Everybody, Nagendra, clear? Let me know. Everybody clear? If everyone clear, let me know. Okay. Please have a chart. So I provided chart also. You can able to confirm over there. Okay, fine. So this is what we call it as standalone application. You must install the software in the computer. Then it is a standalone application. So web-based applications. Web application. Using Java, you can create web applications also. For example, okay, we can able to see, for example, there are so many languages are there in Java, like we will call it as JSP, Java Server Pages. Okay, it will go into contact. I will show you. Don't worry, I will going to explain. Okay, Java Server Pages. What it will going to do from client to server, it will going to send a message. Okay, so that is what exactly it will going to happen. So these are, we will call it as web-based applications. So using Java, we can able to develop web-based applications also. Okay, an application that runs on the server side and creates a dynamic page is called it as a web application. For example, see here, I will show you. For example, just a moment. Okay, here you take it. For example, think like that. You are the client. Okay, think like that. You are a client here. Again, here there will be a one server. Okay, there will be a one server here. So what we will going to do? I will going to enter our credentials over here. You can able to see I will going to enter the credentials over here. Like example, you take it as Gmail. Okay. So what it will do through internet, Okay, through internet. I will going to say this one is the internet. Okay. So it will move to the server here, up to here. It will move to the server. Suppose you are entering username and password. It will go to the internet. From the internet, it will move to the server. Here, whatever the credentials you are given to username and password, if it is matching, immediately you will going to get a message. Okay, immediately you will going to get a message. So what message you will going to get it? So that is a response. Nothing but we will call it as basically when you go to the network, it is called it as acknowledgement. Nothing but what? Whatever the credentials the user entered, nothing but client entered, everything is correct. Nothing but what? Here one small dynamic page will be created. Okay, it says that so the entered credentials are correct so that you can able to send the response. That response will be given to your client. So then automatically what happens? You can able to see the Gmail account. So you can able to log into the Gmail account. So that is what exactly it will going to happen. So these are valid as web-based application. Suppose example think like that. Java, see here in Java, okay. So they have created IRCTC, railway. Okay, IRCTC application. So you will going to have a ID, yes or not? You will going to have a Gmail ID. Again, you will going to have a password. When you enter the Gmail ID as well as password, what happens? It will move to the server. It will going to check in the database. Okay, it will going to check in the database. So if you are registered, automatically it will going to verify your database details, nothing but credentials, everything. Again, it will going to communicate with the server. Whatever the data he entered, everything is fine. You can able to create a dynamic page so that you can able to give the positive response. Nothing but you can able to give the permission to the client to access the pages. Okay, access the pages. That is what exactly web application is nothing but. Okay, from year to year you will going to communicate. Nothing but what? Think like that. Here they will going to deploy the IRCTC application in the server. Understanding everyone? So there will be an app application, IRCTC application. That application is deployed in this particular server. If you want to have any information in this particular application, you have to log in, then you can able to get everything over here. Okay, that is the exact idea about web applications. Okay, still you can able to see, yes or not? General information still you can able to see on the browser, yes or not? On the browser you can able to see a lot of information about the IRCTC. So you will going to enter irctc.com, immediately you will going to get it. So from where to where, so where to where you wanted to book the train, all those things, everything you will going to get it. But suppose you wanted to book it, you have to log in, again you have to book it. So then what happens here? Automatically there will be the ID will be created here, all the credentials will be created. Again, then you will going to get the permission so that you can able to access the server properly. That is the exact idea. Anybody have doubts? Let me know. Clear? Anyone have doubts? Sangeeta, any doubts? You can have a chat box. Okay, use chat box. Everybody use chat box. Okay, fine. Fine. So this is what we call it as web application. So here there are many languages are there. Okay, in the Java, so there are many sub languages. We can able to say servlets, Java server pages, Struts, Spring, Hibernate, JSF, again Java Beans, J2EE, all those things. So many things are there. So these things, when you are writing a program in servlets, nothing but using JSP, Java server pages. When you write a program using JSP, so you are this kind of program we will call it as server side programming. Okay, JSP is a server side programming. Suppose you wanted to access any kind of page, you have to create the dynamic pages. Okay, understanding everyone? You have to create the dynamic pages. Nothing. What do you mean by dynamic pages is nothing but, so whenever you will going to click on any application, whenever you will going to click on any application, go to the IRCTC. Always you will going to find the updates. Okay, new train has been released. Again, this is now you can able to see. So there is a train for Mangaluru. Okay, glass train. Yes or not? So those updates will going to be updated. How those things will going to be updated? Because those pages are created with the dynamic pages. Okay, that is the reason why. Okay, this is all about web application. Okay, so you can able to create the web application also. You can able to create the standalone application also. Okay, so both are clear. Again, let's go to the enterprises application. Very simple one and easy one. An application that is distributed in the nature. Example, I will tell you this one, very important one. This is basically when you are learning Java, you have to develop the applications like enterprises applications. Okay, I will give you an example, CBA example, all those things. Don't worry right now. I will tell you, such as banking applications is called it as enterprises application. It has advantages of high level security, load balancing and clustering in Java. EJB is used to create an enterprises application. I will tell you what is this. I will going to inform you about high level security, load balancing and clustering. See here, just see here. Okay. In this, suppose for example, when you are creating an enterprises application, think like that, this will be a server. Okay, this will be a server like this. So when you are creating an enterprises application, think like that, this is a CBI office. CBI office. Okay. So sub branches, you can able to see there are 6 CBI office which are headquarters in India. So like in Hyderabad, Bangalore, okay, Delhi, again Kolkata. There are so many places are there. 6 places are, I know. Okay. So what they will going to do, they will going to have a centralized system. Nothing but what? No need to install the software in the Hyderabad. No need to install the software in Bangalore. No need to install the software in where is this? Where I told you? Kolkata. This one, what I said?
Delhi.
Delhi. Yes. Okay. So no need to install the application in Delhi. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to deploy your project, nothing but enterprises application in this main server. Okay. In the main head office branch, any branch. Okay. What they will going to do? They will going to deploy this. Or maybe in the company. If it is a secured company, they will going to deploy there also. No problem. But still nobody will believe. So that they will going to have a CBI office, big CBI office, head office. There they will going to deploy. So there will be a server. In that server, what they will going to do? They will going to deploy one application. Okay. So that is called it as enterprises application. Enterprises application. Only you have to deploy here. No need to deploy any software over here or Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata. Here no need to deploy the software. Automatically, they will going to give you the links. Okay. Hyderabad people, they will going to give you the link. Those people will going to get the links from this particular office. Okay. Again, for these people, they will going to get the links. Again, these people, they will going to get the links as well as these people. Everybody will going to get the links. How they will going to get the links? As like username and password. For Hyderabad, they will going to provide username as well as password. Okay. Login credentials, they will going to provide. So that is what exactly. Username as well as password, they will going to provide. For Bangalore also, they will going to provide login credentials. Okay. They will going to provide the login credentials in Delhi. They will going to provide the login credentials for Kolkata. So like this. These people can able to access this particular application. Understood now? No need to deploy in Hyderabad, no need to deploy in Bangalore, no need to deploy in Delhi, no need to deploy in Kolkata. You need to deploy your software in one main server. Okay. So there will be a main server for CBI. So there you can able to deploy it. Okay. This is what exactly you need to understand. That's the reason why they will going to say, always they will say banking applications, banking applications. So have you taken any loan? Definitely if you are taken the loan, go to any branch. Okay, go to any branch. Okay, bank will be there na. Go to any branch. Just you give your bank account number. They will going to check your balance. Why? Because it is a centralized system. So this kind of system we will call it as centralized system. If you are know about the network means you will understand. Okay, if you are able to understand the network, definitely you will understand this concept. Okay, so this is what we call it as enterprises application. Very costly one. These kind of applications are very, very costly. Okay, one more important thing you need to understand. Sir, you talked about security. Absolutely. They will going to provide the security, very high level security. Nobody can enter into this particular application without login credentials. Only superiors, maybe CBI head office people, again CBI employees, they can able to log in and they can able to see it. Only those people. High level security they will going to provide. Again, one more thing, very, very important thing. If you are guys, you have cloud computing. Anybody have cloud computing?
Yeah.
For 6M, I think you people have cloud computing, right? Yes or not? Fine. So thank you. See here, I will tell you what is this cloud computing is nothing but in the cloud computing, there will be a one word. Okay. So one topic is there that is called it as load balancing. Okay. Load balancing. See here, there are a lot of requests are coming here. Okay. There are a lot of requests. Think like that. There are a lot of complaints are coming to this particular officers. Immediately this application has to sustain, okay, this application has to sustain all those inputs. That time what happens here, okay, so here they will going to provide one kind of technique that is called it as load balancing technique. Okay, load balancing technique. For example, I will show you. For example, think like that. This is one server. Okay, this is one server. Okay, this is one server. Again, this is one server. Think like that. This the capacity of inputs is 100. So this capacity of input is 100. Think like that. This capacity of input is 90. Okay. This capacity of input is 50. Immediately what happens? This server will going to receive 100 inputs. Okay, 100 inputs. So, but this server don't have that much capacity. That is the reason what it will going to do. It will going to check with this server. Okay. Again, it will going to check with this server. Nearest server, it will going to check. Okay. It will going to check with this server. Again, it will going to check with this server as well as like this server. Okay. So it will take 50. Please understand, it will going to take 50 inputs. Another 50 will be shifted to this particular server. If this server is full, suppose think like that, if this server is full, so another 50 will be shifted to here. Think like that, if the server is taking 40, how much is left? 50 is left. Okay, I will going to say this, I will going to say 60. If this server is filled with 60, how much is left? 30. It will give 30 to this one. Again, rest of the 30 will be transferred to this one. This kind of technique we will call it as load balancing technique. Okay, these servers will going to communicate each other. Those servers will understand their capacity, and if it is exceeds, immediately it will contact with another server. Again, it will going to give that input to that particular server. Okay, like that it will going to do the load balancing. That is the reason why you people will not going to find any crashes while downloading a software or any kind, whatever it may be. Okay, so when you wanted to download any kind of software, you will not going to find any trouble because all the servers will going to have a facility. That facility is called it as load balancing facility. So this is very, very important. Okay, very, very important one. Okay, maybe you will going to study in the cloud computing. Okay, understood everybody? I think everyone understood. Yes, guys, got it? Please let me know in the chat. Everybody got it? Let me know in the chat, please. Okay, thank you. Let's go further. Understood everyone? Standalone application, web application, enterprises application. So here, enterprises Java Bean. We will call this one as enterprises Java Bean. Very, very popular one. So this is what exactly high level security. It will going to provide load balancing as well as clustering. You can able to see that servers, whatever the servers I showed you, that is one cluster. Okay, that is called it as one cluster. Okay. Again, mobile applications, you know already about this one. So maybe you can able to develop the mobile applications like Android applications. You can able to develop Android applications using Java programming. Okay. So only for mobile devices. Nowadays you can able to see you have a mobile, right? So in that you can be able to install like IRCTC, that is a mobile application as well as web application. Yes or not? You can able to install, right? So many applications like media player, all those things. So many applications you can able to install. So these are all comes under mobile applications. Okay, only for mobiles they will want to develop the applications. Example, you can able to see one beautiful example is Bookly app. Bookly, it is not a web-based application. It is purely mobile applications developed using Java language. Okay. So currently Android, Java ME are the used for creating mobile applications. Okay. Understood everyone? Clear? Guys, clear? Everybody clear? Please let me know in the chat if I ask you. Okay. So this is all about 4 types of applications you can able to create in Java. Okay. So using Java, so there are 4 types of applications you can create. Thank you. Okay. So here, one more important thing. Okay. So this is also very, very important one. There are 4 platforms or editions of Java. Sir, why we have to study all those things? These things are very, very important. Later we will understand. Okay, when we start programming, you will understand. Okay, these are the things which have to understand as well as you must know. Okay, these things are, you must know this. Fine. What are the editions you will going to have? See here, Java Standard Edition. Okay, basically Standard Edition. So whatever the software we have downloaded yesterday, that is Standard Edition. So what are the things you can able to do with this particular IDE? I downloaded IDE right yesterday. That is, what is that? Eclipse IDE. That is Standard Edition. Okay, that is a Standard Edition. So what are the things you can able to do it there? Okay, so you can able to do the object oriented programming, strings, regex, exceptional handling, inner class, multi-threading, input output stream, networking, AWT, swings, okay, collections, all those things you can able to do with this particular edition. Understanding everyone? So there are different kind of IDEs are there. This is whatever the things yesterday we have downloaded, that is belongs to Java Standard Edition. Again, you can able to see one more edition is there, Enterprises Edition. Okay, Enterprises Edition. Now, please understand the difference between SC as well EE. Nothing but what? Standard Edition as well as Enterprises Edition. So what is the difference means? Here, see, when you have an Enterprises Edition, you can able to develop web-based applications also. Serverlet, Java server pages, web services, EJB, JPA, all these kind of applications you can able to develop, but here it is not possible. Okay, so when it's go to the Standard Edition, it is not possible. Only you can able to develop the applications like Swing applications, AWT applications, nothing but applet applications, networking applications, reflection, collection applications, like that you can able to do it. This kind of programming you can able to do it in this. But when it comes to enterprises, you can able to develop web-based, okay, all those things you can able to develop. Again, there is a one more addition. Okay, there is a one more addition. What is this? This is for mobile. You have to install. I will show you guys. Don't worry, I will show you all those things. Don't worry, I will show you. So this one, Java ME, nothing but what? ME is nothing but micro edition, only for mobiles. You have to download. Suppose if you want to become a Java developer, think like that. You have a passion to develop the apps. Then you have to download ME edition, nothing but micro edition. So there is a micro edition called it as Juno. Okay, IDE, Java IDE Juno. You can download that one and you can able to use it. Okay, Enterprises Edition you can able to see in the website itself. You can able to get that one. Yesterday we downloaded this one. I will show you this one, Java ME micro editions, all those things. Again, it is used to develop rich internet application. It is used a lightweight user interface API. That is what exactly when you are developing any kind of mobile applications, this is very rich internet applications. Basically, always it will going to consume the internet. When you go to the apps and all, always it will going to consume the internet. So as well as it should be very light. Okay, it should not damage the hardware. Okay, so that is what exactly it means. Clear everyone? Please let me know if you are clear. Clear? Guys, clear? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, fine. You want to see? So you want to see that one? What is micro edition? Okay, you want to see what is Java edition? I will show you. Wait. See, I will show you. Wait a minute. So I have here, this is micro for to develop this one. What is that? Okay, we have a problem. Later, tomorrow I will show you. So yesterday we changed the path. That is the reason why it's not working. I will show you later. Okay. It is not working. Tomorrow I will show you. Okay, fine. So I think everybody understood this one. Okay, tomorrow, don't worry, tomorrow I will show you. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about history. Yes or not? We discussed all about history. So I think there is a team called it as green team. They wanted to develop some project. Before it was okay. They were used to develop this kind of languages for what means basically they wanted to use for set-top boxes, televisions, and digital devices. For that purpose, they wanted to develop this Java language. I think I explained everything about history. Yes or not? Java history, James Gosling, all those things I explained. So no need to worry. No need to worry about these things. Again, one more important thing you need to know about the history. So when they started this language, basically only they developed the language for some kind of set-top boxes, televisions, but later they developed this language for internet applications. Okay, internet applications, which is the first uh, web browser is nothing but that is Netscape. Maybe you don't know, Netscape is a web browser. Even I used. Okay, Netscape is a web browser, first web browser. So this one is written in Java. Okay, so that you can able to access the internet and you can able to see the mails, etc., etc. Usually you will do, right? So those things they will want to do. Fine. I think everybody understood. Yesterday I explained very clearly about history. No need to worry. So this is what yesterday I explained. History of Java. Okay, all those things. Only for embedded systems like television, set-top box, camera, all those things, washing machine, all those things. Okay. So you can able to see that is Green Top project. So they have developed the project that is called it as Green Top project. Okay, by James Gosling. Again, they said one. Basically, Green Talk is a project, nothing but actually it is a language. It's a project name. That language is called it as Voc language. This project had a name that is called it as Voc. Okay, so these things I explained yesterday. Don't worry about these things. Not required too much. Okay, so already this one also I explained. So this one also I clear. Again, see this one. This is important. This is important. Okay, the first version of JDK, maybe you people are downloading right from the internet. Okay, so JDK 15, JDK 10, 11, 12, 13, 8, all those things. The first version of Java, that is JDK Alpha and Beta in 1995. Clear? JDK Alpha in 1995. After that, they have released JDK 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one is very, very important because it is a long-term support. This is a LTS version. Okay, so whatever the things you will going to learn, so it is based on 8 only. Now, whatever the things you will going to learn, it is based on 8 as well as 11. Okay, fine. So here, this is a Java 8 is a LTS version, long-term support. You will going to get the long-term support. If you make any changes, suppose think like that, these Oracle people, if they make any changes, still it is available to this particular edition. Okay, so Java 8 edition, you will going to get it. Again, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So currently, so we have 16. If you want it, you can able to download the 16 JDK and you can able to install it. Clear everyone? Everybody clear? Anybody have doubts in this? Let me know in the chat, please. Anybody have doubts? Please let me know. No, right? Fine. Okay. Again, finally, one more important thing. This James Gosling, okay, this person, James Gosling was working for Sun Microsystems. Okay, he was working for Sun Microsystems. But later, after some time, okay, after some time, this Sun Microsystem sold to Oracle in 2010. Okay, this company sold to nothing but incorporated. Okay, sold to Oracle company. So that is the reason why you can able to see it is a big billionaire company. Okay, biggest database provider. Okay, Oracle is a biggest database provider. Okay, it will go in, purely it will going to provide the databases.